Hello again, my name is Jason Luttrell. I'm coming to you once again via YouTube. Today I wanted to talk about voting, basically, and I hear so much division over Republican and Democrat, liberal, conservative, but yet I just have to ask, what has your vote done thus far? I mean, think about the past 20 years and the voting and your so-called voice that people have. What change has this had? I yet have to see any change come from any voting or anything along these lines. We have a very limited amount of people to choose from, and it seems very peculiar to me that these people are the same people or the same families over and over. And most of them are bought out by the same corporations, the same groups, the same organizations, but yet we keep thinking that our voice matters and we keep voting for these people, but yet we see no change, and all we see is that things keep getting worse. We have no vote, we have no say so, we have no voice. We have lost that. In fact, we haven't had that for a very long time, since the United States of America became a corporation. And the only way that your voice is ever going to matter or to change anything is once we regain the power and basically rid ourselves of the tycoons and the corporations that are controlling this nation. And until that point, your voice and your vote do not matter one bit. And they do not care what you think or what you have to say. So next time you're going to the ballots and casting your vote, I want you to think about that. Like, think about, what has your vote done? What has it changed? Because all I see is the same crap going on and on that's been going on, well, basically since I was a kid. And I haven't seen one thing get any better. I've seen it get a lot worse. I'll tell you that much. I've seen it get a lot worse. So until we regain the power over our nation, which is basically our monetary system, is what it comes down to. Until we regain this, we will have no say so, we will have no voice, and these corporations and these organizations and these so-called elite will keep controlling who you have to choose from, and they will keep controlling your government and the outcome of everything. So one of the biggest issues that we face is the Federal Reserve and our current monetary system. And that also ties into the World Bank and things along these lines. So I urge you all to really research fractional reserve banking, to research the Federal Reserve System, to research the Federal Reserve Act, and to research who the candidates are, where they came from, who basically bought and paid for these people, because the more you look into it, the more you find the same ties over and over. And it's just very peculiar to me that we have the same type of thinking over and over to vote from, and they always talk about change, but nothing ever happens. We hear about change, we hear about this, we hear about that, but then nothing happens. So this should be one of our primary focuses. We should really seek out to learn about fractional reserve banking, to learn about the Federal Reserve, to learn about the corporations and who's pulling the strings, basically. So when you think your voice matters in this country, think again. We have no voice. Thank you again for taking the time. I know this one's kind of short, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The next one's going to be a little bit more in depth, but I just wanted to get this point across because I do not see any change. I don't see any hope for our future. All I see is destruction, lies, greed, and hate. So until we stop this, nothing will ever change.